Okay, so this is my 3 yards of fabric here, and I fold it in half. Sorry, my 6 yards of fabric, and I fold it in half, so I have half of the 3 yards, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, of course, cut half of my 6 yards of fabric, because, of course, only 3 yards I need to make my garment. So you could cut it, all right? So cut it in half, and I would only work with just 1/2 of material. So the next half I would cut in half again, right? Very, very simple. So half for the 6 yard, then to the 3 yards, and when you have the 3 yards, you cut it, of course, in half again. All right, so just fold it in half. Make sure you have it even, right? Once you have it even, you cut it in half again. And 1/2 going to be for your front piece. Okay, you cut it in half again. All right, so 1/2 now is going to be for the front of your gathered skirt, right? So this is 1/2 of my my 3 yards. So I cut it down again to 1.5 yards, and now the other 1.5 yards will be the back piece. I want to again cut it down in half, because for this case you need 3 pieces of material to make your gathered skirt, because we are putting a zipper, right? So again, one more time, I cut 1/2 of the 3 piece. I cut it in half again, and that's the end of my cutting. So once you have the 3 pieces, cut it in half again. Okay, you take your time. Make sure it's in half. Perfect. All right. So this is my 3 pieces. So I have 2 pieces for the back of the skirt, 1 piece for the front of the skirt. So this is my 3 pieces. Now I don't want all the length. So you could the size I'm making, the waist size I'm making for this skirt is a size 38, right? So as we go along, I'll explain more. The length I am making now, that's where you will need to take measurement now and decide what length you'll be making. So the length from the waist down, it's like a 33, right? So 33 is my length. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out the rest. So 33, and of course if you want to have like hemming, you could go 34. So I'll go down for 34 to add for my hemming there. Okay, so I'm gonna go down 34 on each end, and of course if you have someone to help you, that would be actually a good idea as well. They could hold the material and help you cut it straight. So I'm gonna go down 34, and again I have my little chalk here, so I'll use it to have my guide. So I'm gonna go down 34, and then I'm gonna connect the both end here, and that's where an extra pair of hands could actually come in to have you hold it, right? But in this case, I'm just gonna bend it again, and then the same thing I will do on the other side. Now you could also do this even before you cut the other half, the other piece in half. So you could do it, you know, either way. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this. So this is the one I need. I cut down up to 34. That's my front piece, right? And then my 2 back pieces, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to cut out it up to 34, because that's my 2 back pieces. So put it here on the table. Make sure it's aligned, right? Because I'm going to actually cut them out together. And then get my tape measurement, measure from the very top down to 34, and I'm going to do that on both ends, and then I'm going to make 1 cut. So just make sure you have it straight. Again, you could actually, for the back piece, you could cut it out even before. You could cut out the 34 before you actually cut it in another extra 2 pieces. So this I'm going to average it, because there's some lines here. I'm going to follow the lines and hopefully I get it right. Okay, there you go. So this is the length of my skirt. So this is the front piece and the back piece, 34 in length. Now lastly, what I have to cut out now is my waistband. And my waistband, I'm gonna make it 6 in. I'm gonna cut 6 and leave 1 inch for seam allowance. Right. So my waistband itself is gonna be about 2.5. So I'm gonna cut 6 out. Again, I'm gonna mark it. I'll mark it 6, one end, and the length of my waistband. So the waist I'm making this for is a waist 38, and I'm going to add 3 inches extra. So waist 38 plus 3 inches extra, and the 3 inches extra going to go into allowance. So 38, 39, 40, 41. So that's the 3 inches extra. So I'm going to make sure that my waistband is the length of 41. The waist is 38 and I did add 3 inches extra. Then I'm going to measure down 6 inches. Right? And then I am going to cut. So I'm going to just make a nip here for the 6 inches here. Then I'm going to come up here for my 6 inches, right? And then you could bend it and cut. So I hope you're following me along. I'll show the every pieces I have in a little bit. So I'm going to bend it. Try to make sure I have it straight. I'll put something here just to make sure I have it hang down. Now again, like if you have an extra pair of hand to help you out, that would be good. So I'll cut it down, and I'm cutting it down 6 inches. 6 inches in width, and the length is 41. My waist is 38, and I add 3 inches extra, and that would be for my sewing allowance. Okay, so this is our waistband, right? This is our 2-piece. I'm hoping I have it here. This is a 2-piece. Yep, the 2-piece here. Sorry about that. The 2-piece for the back of my skirt, and then the front of our skirt. So that's all we needed. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to our machine and start to put our lovely pieces together. So see you in the next video.